Imagine this. Two students, both get admission offers. One chooses a college ranked number 25. The other chooses a college ranked number 60. 5 years later, the student from the lower ranked college has a better job, a better salary, and less education debt. So what happened? Did the rankings lie? Not exactly, but they definitely didn't tell the whole story. And that's what we're exposing today. The hidden business behind college rankings and why thousands of students get misled every year. Let's be honest, choosing a college is stressful. There are hundreds of options, thousands of courses, and millions of opinions online. So naturally, students look for shortcuts, and rankings feel like the perfect shortcut. Rank 10 must be better than rank 20. Rank 20 must be better than rank 50. Simple. Or at least, that's what our brains want to believe. This is called authority bias. When a list looks official, we trust it, even when we don't fully understand how it was created. And that's where the problem begins. Most students think rankings measure one thing, quality. But rankings usually measure many different factors: research output, faculty qualifications, infrastructure, public perception, student diversity, industry collaborations, and much more. Now here's the catch. Some of these factors matter to your career, some don't. Imagine you are choosing an MBA college. Do you care more about a beautiful campus or placements? Do you care more about research papers or industry exposure? The answer is obvious, but rankings often combine everything into a single number, and that number can hide important details. Let's talk about something called anchoring. A student sees a college ranked number 15. Immediately, their brain creates a belief. This must be a great college. Then they stop asking questions. What are the placements? What is the average package? What are the fees? What is the return on investment? How strong is the alumni network? These questions disappear because the ranking has already anchored the decision. This happens every year. Students become loyal to a number instead of investigating the reality behind that number. Now let's discuss something interesting. Colleges know rankings influence students, and students know rankings influence parents. So naturally, rankings become a marketing tool. You'll often see advertisements saying top ranked, among India's best, leading institution. Sounds impressive, but very few students ask, ranked by whom? Based on what criteria? Compared to which colleges? The smartest students don't stop at the headline. They read the details because good marketing and good education are not always the same thing. So how should you actually choose a college? Use this simple framework. I call it the 4R method. First, ranking. Yes, look at rankings, but don't stop there. Second, ROI. What are the fees? What are the placements? Third, reality. Talk to current students. Talk to alumni. Watch independent reviews. Fourth, relevance. Does this college match your goals? Not someone else's goals. Your goals. Because the best college for one student may be the wrong college for another. So here's the lesson. Rankings are tools, not truth. Use them as a starting point, never as the final decision, because your future deserves more than a number on a list. And if you're choosing a college this year, remember this: the smartest student is not the one who follows rankings. The smartest student is the one who asks better questions. I'll see you in the next video.